And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now. Clock, 10, set.
Love going to throw right away. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Packers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll let Hamler try and run it. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Set, go. Ready?
Now a first down carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
1st and goal.
Ready, go. Go pink. Yellow, Lonnie. Smith, red.
Now Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hurry, hurry.
Dillon will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Cousins. Justin Jefferson. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. The slot man in motion right. Now Cousins fakes a jet sweep, and off play action he wants to throw it. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This goes out wide from Madison. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Cousins now. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Off the play fake, Love. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ready, ready.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. As they've got it as we resume action. Love. And this one too low.
I about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Opposite. Green.
On second down, it's Jones. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. He returns that punt 73 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of the offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Strikers. 3-3. Faster. Faster.
Second down. Love. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get him done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Love's throw brought in by Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Packers have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, That allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Cousins. This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. They'll throw again. Cousins. He'll get this underneath to Madison. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. On second down, this is Madison. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. KJ Osborne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Got it.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Come on, set.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Joseph on for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And there he goes again. Touchdown, Vikings. Call that an 84-yard kick return. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Vikings 28, Packers 14.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down, going to the air with Love. And a loose football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
51 yards, the gain on the play. Complete to Christian Watson.
Ready.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
38.
Play action this time with Love. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Love will sneak it. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
They'll run for it with Dillon.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
A.J. Dillon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, Cousins. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Madison. And he'll rumble for about 5 up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk.
And now look at him go. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. I tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, a 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and the lead now up to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Blue striker.
Love now to pass on first down.
He finds his receiver, Watson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Love. Drops it to Jones in the flat. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Again, it's Love. That is caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Ready.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, go.
Going back to Love. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Right.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Packers 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing. Love.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not picked.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Jahan! 150.
Cousins now. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Vikings up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Packers 21.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Ready, set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, Love. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On the ball.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Ready,
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st.
Striker, 3, ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Packers 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Set. 10 cycles. Red cycle. Hut, hut. Hut.
Love. Forced out to his left.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On the ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
38.
Here's Love.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamlin.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones
With career touchdown number 70.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
That's the score. Vikings 29. Packers 28.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to run with Madison again. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
On the set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
And the Vikings were really looking for a boost to their pass rush, and they targeted Marcus Davenport in free agency. And right now, after plays like that, looks like a win-win for both sides.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Vikings,
they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.